guys, guess what? Back in California. I'm not gonna sing it because it would make you very sad, but we're here again, Southern California, close to San Diego. I'm John G. of Modern Design Aquascaping. Our team builds custom ponds, fountains, and waterfalls out of natural stone and wood. I'm gonna inspire you with a killer project right now. Let me give you a walk around real fast before we get busy and share with you what we're getting ready to create out here. Let's go. Well, hey Dave, thanks for having us back, man.
Heck yeah.
This is a super awesome project out here, and I would love for you to share with our viewers just the homeowners' overall plan of what's going on. I mean, I know what we're doing is a small piece, but you know, share with the world what's happening here.
Okay, so the homeowner has an overall kind of Mediterranean, Tuscany type of atmosphere that he's wanting to create, and this guy is going over the top. This is you know, a really large project that he's putting a lot into. I mean, he's growing vineyards, he's doing the whole thing. So we have a small part of that. I mean, it's a pretty big project, but we have a small part of it. And what he wants to see when people come up the driveway are just these magnificent falls coming down. So I've brought John out for bigger projects before, and I needed him on this project, so I gave him a call. Luckily, he was available, and I'm super excited about it. John likes it because it starts getting cold in Tennessee right now.
And it is California.
Yeah, it's like in the mid 70s, so yeah.
Yeah,
wasn't a terribly hard sell.
True story. Yeah, I left. It was freezing when I left, and when I got here, it's like 70s and blue skies. So I can't complain. And we're gonna come create some little piece of paradise in the middle of this Mediterranean. I don't know. Let's walk up there and check it out.
Yeah.
You guys can get the overall what's happening.
Yeah. All right.
Let's do it.
You can really see it, like
the whole. I mean that grove of old trees and all the grapevines. I can just visualize this whole thing.
Yeah,
and
it's gonna be phenomenal.
The concept of what they were talking about up on top of the hill with the gazebo area up there and the landscaping and the fire pit, just looking down over top of all this and the beautiful views that we've got out here. It's incredible, man.
Yeah.
And obviously you guys can see right through the middle there, they're gonna clear that tree out. All those bushes are coming out right there, and that's going to be the seating area and the focal point right through there, the waterfall, and it's going to be like hyper lit. There's all kinds of other stuff they're talking about, but this is what we're focusing on right now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like what were the key factors, like his non-negotiables that were really the most important things that we have to achieve in order for this to be a win for him?
He just wants it to be like, wow. John can do wow. And so
it happens.
Yeah.
On occasion, it happens. Well,
that's what we're gonna do. I'm really excited about it. I get more excited, like just standing here looking at it, I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be so killer.
I can just visualize it too, driving up here in just a week or so, and there's just gonna be this massive cascade coming down there.
Yeah.
I hope his head blows off when he sees it. He's just so excited.
Yeah.
If he breaks down in tears, I won't be disappointed.
Yeah, yeah. The other interesting thing, which we generally don't do, is we went above grade with a wall. So it's going to be a pretty deep pond.
I think it's cool. I've done it a few times in the past.
Yeah.
And it's like this weird blending of natural and organic.
Yeah.
Like there was almost like it was a thing, and you brought people in and sort of contained it in this little space. And it's on this side, it's all formal and man-made, and on that side it's all natural, and I think it really creates a spot. And I love the seating wall effect.
Yeah.
When you can come up and sit right on the edge of the wall and you're close to, you just reach out and touch the water, and it forces people to interact.
Yeah. Well, in you know, going with the Mediterranean theme, they've got a lot of formal fountains, water features there, so it kind of blends what we generally do with the organic looking water features and kind of transcends a little bit into Italy. So,
yeah, that whole thing that I heard yesterday, like he just wanted to feel like he was driving into Italy when he pulled in his driveway. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's a pretty deep vision.
Yeah.
To just pull up in a spot and say, I want to recreate
yeah,
this place from way over here, right here in my own little spot.
yeah. And they,
No
I mean,
pressure.
they have huge, yeah. I mean, they're gonna take out this whole driveway. It's gonna be all stone. I mean, they're going big. So, the most important thing, I think, is nailing that water feature, because that's what people are first gonna see when they come up here. Yeah, no pressure, John.
True story. I'm good. We're up for the task. We got a great team, and I don't know what more we could ask for. Beautiful job site.
Yeah.
Good friends, good people to work with. I feel like I should go dig a hole.
Heck yeah. Let's do
It's
it.
done.
All right.
Dave Misterly, Aqualife Ponds. Guys, thanks so much for bringing us out. This is the second year in a row we've got to come out to California. It's their cold season. It's way warm for me. I'm happy to be here. I've been joined by Hunter Davis from my team and also Aaron Chico from Blue Lotus Waterscapes. And we're gonna come out here with the guys from Aqualife. We're gonna build a killer project right in here. You can see this space in front of me. These guys have kind of squared it out with some block. They've basically defined the space that our pond can be in. We're gonna do a 3.5 foot deep koi pond down here in the bottom. I think the highlight of this whole project is this hillside right here. Let me jump this wall, show you what we've got. The view is from the house. This is sort of the focal point of the entry. They're gonna create an awesome seating area down here at the bottom where people can just park it on a bench, put their feet up on this wall, look down into the water. This whole cascade sheets down this hill. We're gonna try to do a falls with 2 sources. We're gonna start with a smaller source up here at the top like it happens in nature. We're gonna do a little bit of a trickle to get it going, a couple of gentle falls. We got a big biological filter we're gonna build into the side of the hill right here. Crashing water coming down. We've got a 5,000 to 9,000 gallon per hour pump that's gonna make a really substantial waterfall ripping down this hillside into that pond. The boulders are coming in this morning. The team and I are just waiting on the logistics to get things going. So I figured I'd walk you through the job. You guys stay tuned, watch this happen. We're all gonna get our hands dirty and do something amazing. Thanks for tuning. We know that we wanna cut into that bank. That'll give us some shape in that wall. If we put our big boulders close to the wall inside the pond, our first level can just come up like 4 or 5 inches above those blocks. Then we can just backfill dirt, you know, burrito the liner back over, backfill the soil in behind the block, and then we can cut a curvature into that hillside. I mean, this is like, I don't know any other way to say it, guys, but this isn't like really an over-the-top thing for us. We got to blow the homeowner's mind, but this is kind of small scale for the stuff we've been working on, so it's super easy for me to just look at it and go, piece of cake. When we're building, we hardly ever build plumbing, conduit, etc. underneath the construction, because what happens is we do big boulder work in here. This is never ever going to be accessible again. So we're throwing in an extra conduit in case the irrigation pipe were to burst at some point or whatever. But as you guys are doing construction on your water feature, always go around whenever possible, because then when problems arise, eventually problems always arise. When they do, you can get to it. It can be fixed. If you have to go underneath, I like to use Schedule 80 if possible. If not, I always try to put a sleeve through that's accessible on either side, so that if something explodes in the sleeve, you can get underneath without having to demolish the water feature to fix a problem later. That is the #1 thing. You don't ever want to have to tear your water feature apart to fix a broken pipe. So keep that in your head. Guys, one of the things that's often overlooked in a water feature is compaction. I figured we should stop and talk about it. So I see stuff settle. I see boulders settle out. I see liners settle out, ledges settle out. You get all of these problems in water feature construction when you hurry up and don't do proper compaction. I look behind this wall. There's a lot of concrete chunks that are just dropped in back behind here. What's gonna happen is a bunch of dirt's gonna get thrown on top. It'll look compacted. And then over the course of the next year or two, all those air spaces are gonna just fill full of dirt, and that whole thing's gonna sink. That is a potential for problems created by this wall not being compacted behind properly. So we're gonna pull all the concrete chunks out. We're gonna put the soil in, and we're actually gonna tamp that soil in so it doesn't settle out. We won't have problems. Anyways, I bet you already knew that, but if you didn't, See there, I taught you something. Don't you feel smart now? My best dinosaur impression. Hey guys, guess what? We're taking a break. It's our 10:30 snack break at 9:05. Surprise this morning. You never know what you're gonna get. You gotta be ready to change gears. You can see how wide we are out there. We just got a note that there's a garage being built later right through the middle of the area that we just excavated for the waterfall. So we're communicating with the homeowners now. Plans have changed. They're building an RV garage. They got a new RV. The new garage is going to be bigger than the old garage. We didn't even know about the old garage now. So today we are shrinking the water feature potentially down to about 1/3 of the available width for our construction. So we have time to take a snack break, because if I'm right about what just happened, we only have about 1/3 of the waterfall to build that I had to build 5 minutes ago. So I just got 60% finished in 5 minutes. That's all I got to say about that.
Stay
Get ready for this now. This is where it gets good. Over here, start the morning. Coming in hot. Today's day 4 and we got the waterfall almost 100% buttoned in. The plumbing's all attached, the lighting's all attached. We got all of those things finished. Today we are on to the pond. We're gonna do a ring of boulders. We're gonna do the burrito thing and the backfill and all of this crazy chaos. It's a little different than our normal process, but that's what's gonna happen today. I don't have a lot more to tell you about that. We're gonna do some cool rock work. You guys tune in, tune out, do something, whatever. I'm gonna get busy and set some rocks. Out.
Take my hand, I know just what to do. Just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night, keep dancing. Stay up until the morning, stay up. The morning light, the morning light. Baby, you're outside. On the beat, keep dancing through the night, we're dancing through the night. Stay up until the morning, stay up until the morning light.
I'm really struggling to not build straight walls. You wouldn't believe how difficult it is when you're confined within these concrete edges to build and tamp soil back in between the rocks and maintain an organic shape somehow mentally. Starting with this trapezoid has made it really hard to get a natural flowing fluid edge, and we're always crammed against concrete, man. It's frustrating. Hey guys, it is the last day, day 6 out here on our job in California, and we are running the gauntlet as usual. It's amazing how the job just fills the space of the time allotted no matter what. Here we are, one more day. We've got 2 sides of the pond. We got to finish the rock work around here and finish the rock work around there. A little bit of edge details, some basics, and a little bit of cleaning, and we are out of here back to East Tennessee. It all comes down to the rocks that come in. We have 3 boulders left sitting on the job site over there, and we have begged and pleaded for 1 more load of stone, which is supposed to come rolling in first thing this morning. That is going to depend on how easy all of this work becomes, but we're going to get it done. I'm going to get back to finishing this water feature because I just want to go home, man. This is going to be awesome, and I'm heading to the house. My airplane is out first thing tomorrow morning. This feature is done today. You guys enjoy the show.
Welcome to sunny California.
Yes, sir. It's how we dress for summertime right here. You gotta love the sun.
These little weep holes that I build everywhere. So one thing we've learned is that the water does defeat you. It always squeaks around no matter how tight you seal up your waterfalls. The water always finds the crevices and squeaks around the outside of the stones. So you go over here and I foam up tight in between this rock all the way across to force the water to go over the waterfall. But then when the water squeaks around back here where I know it's gonna leak, I gotta leave a hole for it to get back inside. If I foam all this up tight, the part that squeaks around, leaks out the edges, always causes problems. So. Man, he's our savior, and I'm pretty sure we got every last stone he had laying on the ground. Dude, I appreciate you bringing these out so much you don't even know. What's happening? Tie the string through the end of the wire and pull the string through the bottom of the pond when you pull the light out, and use the string to pull the other light back. Do me a favor, let us know what you think down there in the comments. Give us a thumbs up, do all that stuff, because we really do care what you think.